Hello, this is Trevor. In this video, we're going to talk about the Orbital Challenge in Cyber Apocalypse 2023. I believe this one was an easy. We've got it up and running. So let's check out. I believe I started with the code first. So let's go to Orbital. And start looking at what we have. So let's see where the flag gets put in. We've got this. This was sorry. This file is from the solution when I did it. So we'll come back to that. We can see that we have admin. We may have a solid knowledge on a user token. I didn't see the flag. Here we go. So the flag is copied to Signal Sleuth firmware. So we need to be able to read this file off the file system. That is going to be our vulnerability, or what our vulnerability does. So we have a Flask application, and then what I did was, I believe I looked at probably, let's see, blueprints, routes, login. Let me write this so it cleans it up a little bit. Let's see. Not there. Am I? Yeah, okay, I am. Sorry. Application, database. Oh, right here. So we can see that, again, this is an F string for in the username, right? So we can do SQL injection here. Notice that the password is in a different line, not in the same query. So we cannot affect anything in this password check, right? So we're not going to be able to log in using this. We would have to extract data from the database to be able to actually, do anything with the application. So once I saw that, what I did was I sent, a request through burp proxy HTTP history. I saw, here's the request, and I did save item. I saved this as SQLi.txt like that. And I'm going to do yes. And then I use SQL Map. We could, of course, do this by hand, but SQL Map is pretty freaking easy. So what I did, let's start here. I SQL Map -R to look in the current directory for the SQLi.txt file. And again, this is the one I downloaded. So if we cat SQLi.txt, you can see it's different. It's XML this time, but that's okay. That'll work just fine. And then I said -P, which tells it what parameter to focus on. We could also tell it to do MySQL. So if I did SQL Map --help, I think it's -dbms, something like that, to specify the I don't see it, but I'm pretty sure it's right here. Force. So we know what it is. Might as well provide it. dbms equals MySQL. And let's run that. We do want to process the JSON. Do you want to include Sure, let's do that. And I'm going to Control C, exit this one. We'll let SQL Map do its thing. Let's look at, okay, so once we have data, what data do we want to get? Because we can't read the flag from the database directly. We could do select load, but that wouldn't help us very much. That'd be rough. Anyway, this is what I did. I think I looked at the login and saw that, was it the login? User equals, so there's got to be some either helper or database. Somewhere I saw utils, probably here. Yeah, password verify. Sorry, I know my screen's a mess, but password verify, I saw that the passwords are stored in the database in MD5, which is cool because then we can brute force it. Because what we're going to retrieve from the database is this hashed password. So we can just, crack that offline to solve this. All right. So that's how we'll get admin. And then with admin, we'll need to figure out how to actually read a file. But that'll get us at least logged in because we'll have the admin username and password. Or at least that's my goal right now, is to go after that admin account. I could probably do a better job to make this SQL map more efficient because it's been a couple of minutes now. What? All right, I'll just pause this, come back in just a minute. Okay, we can see that it did find that the JSON username is MySQL error-based. And it's testing some other things. So one, union, so we can get data directly. Error-based, meaning that it would be blind. It's also a test time-based, but we definitely don't want to use that if we can use error-based. Once we get through the union query, we should be able to start looking up information. I thought I was almost done. All right, I'll pause it again. All right, so here we go. We do have it being vulnerable and it's error-based, which is perfect. Here's an example payload that it used. And now we can pull data from the application. We know in database that there is, we know in run. How do we know the database setup? Where is that? Is it in build? No. I don't remember where it's going to be in like run, right? No. Application util is not it. Main, not it. Database, whatever. Config. We know that there is I can't believe I can't find it. Entry point. Ah, finally. There we go. Okay. We know that there's a table users. In the table users, we have a username and password field. So we can just specify in SQL Map the -T for table, and we'll put users, and then we can just extract all of that. Because it's error based, it should be pretty fast. Back error times. -C. Wait, what is going on? Do we need to specify error codes detecting? We've got a 403 forbidden. So maybe something's not working the way I expected. Proxy HTTP history. Let's get this. Let's send this again. A invalid credentials. That's fine. I'm going to, let's do copy to file. SQLi text. We'll overwrite the last one. PDBS. This is what I ran before. I specified the table names, and then I just ran dump. And that's working. Do you want to store? I don't want to store the hashes. No, I don't want to do anything like that. We can see that we do get a password for the admin user. So what I did is I went to crack station. Because it is MD5, I sent that and we got the password. So now I was able to log in as admin. Now I needed to figure out how to get the flag. And remember, we know, so I clicked one of these, you can see it downloaded the file, which is cool. I went to proxy, post API, get home. Where is the, none of that is it. Where's the request I just sent? Let me highlight this. I highlight it so that I know what is the request I just sent. So I don't see that coming through. Let's Control-Shift-I and go to Network. I'm going to click this again. We can see that it's a post to API export, which you know why? It's probably because it's an other binary and I'm filtering this. So I assume that's what it is. So I'm going to check all of those, hit apply, and we do see those now. Cool. We can see that it's telling the file name and it's downloading that. If you remember when we looked at the build.sh, the doc file, it copied that MB3 into slash communications slash. So we know that essentially it's there. What if we could use directory traversal to go up to the root directory and then read this file? So let's try that. I'm going to take this, yank that, and send this to repeater. Here, I'm going to go slash paste this and remove this communication. Send that. Boom, there's our flag. Awesome. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Goodbye.